What's up, everybody? We'll do a test 1 2 1 2 when we get somebody on here. I think we should be good though. We're setting up an outside studio. Eric Wisniewski, what's up, man? Can you guys hear me all right? Got my earbuds in. Can anybody hear me? Audio good, right on. Jeff Brown, Merlin, Tammy Hoover, Scott Tagata, George Parson, loud and clear. Right on, right on, right on. I have been out here all morning on my dock. The river is just glass, you can see, and so my view is always like this in the morning. So this time of year, the sun comes up and it tracks like this. And we used to have a big maple tree right here, and that ash or whatever that is used to be alive. It would filter the sunlight until, almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, come all the way until it got way out here. But it's just beautiful quiet this morning. And so I mean, this is my spot on the planet. The day that I found this spot and came here, like, this is my spot in the world, This is where I belong. And I've been out here all morning. I was going to go on the jet ski again this morning, and but it's actually too flat. I really didn't feel like going out there fishing. Yesterday it was, there was no drift whatsoever. And you're just sitting there. You're like, okay, well, do. But this morning I came out. I brought two rods out. I brought my swim bait rod out, and I brought my blade bait rod out. And the blade bait, I go on my two neighbors' docks over here. They let me fish off their dock, and I'm like a little kid. They let me fish out their dock. A little deeper water right there, a little deeper access. And I've got some stuff in front of my house out there that I've lost thousands of lures on. You would think I would know by now where those spots are, but so I don't really cast a blade down off my own dock because there's some stuff out there. Anyway, I just came out and started fishing out here this morning, and the rock bass wouldn't leave me alone. Would not leave me alone. Oh God, excuse me, Jesus. But it's just been such a beautiful morning, and early on, and it's funny, it's so quiet, and when there's no wind like that, it's really, really quiet. And then all of a sudden, you start thinking about, like, I've seen all the birds go by this morning. I'll give you a tour of my bedding smallmouth. There's smallies all over the dock. I love sitting here and looking at them. There's bluegills all over the place. There's rock bass. Everything was so quiet. And then somewhere in that 6 a.m. area, you could distinctly start hearing that hum, the tire hum from 81. And that's straight line, a mile from me, a little over a mile, before you hit the open lake. And you could hear it all of a sudden take the peace and quiet away, because before that, all you heard was natural sounds, really, and the only thing you heard were the birds. And it was it was so peaceful and beautiful and just energizing, and that awakening of the day, of the morning. Like that's, we that's why it's my favorite. That's why that sunrise, getting the morning started, is my favorite time of day. um, and how you choose to start your day. I mean, now, because now for the rest of the season, or at least for a while, it's light early, early. So I mean, if the sun is up, if you're up, all of a sudden you'd have hours of free time before you even went to work. Um, if for nothing else, to sit quietly in your backyard for 5 minutes, before all the noise pollution starts. Because once I distinctly, I sat here and I was just listening. I was just sitting here. My cat was out here with me. She kept rubbing up against me, so I'd pet her. But once I pet her, she'd stop, bothering me. And then you heard the road noise, and you could pinpoint it out to 81. And then all of a sudden, you could hear my road right here. And my road's a busy county road. Um, and all of a sudden, you start noticing traffic, and then you can hear traffic on Route 11 going across the bridge right there. And it struck me as strange, because, and I thought, I don't notice it when I'm out here during the day, really, but our whole world has that level of droning noise. It's just that, and it's us, it's humans, it's mechanical, it's unnatural, it's not natural noise, and whatever, it's civilization, it's progress. But boy, if there was a way to turn that off longer in the day, because by 6 a.m. things are moving, life is happening, and you can hear it. As someone lets their dogs out right now, and they're gonna bark for 5 minutes because they're like, hey, I don't know what they're barking at, but I just thought I would even come out this morning and share with you guys a little of the peace and quiet. Um, it's a Saturday morning. It's an amazing spring Saturday morning. May has been beautiful so far. The month of May has been just, couldn't ask for any nicer, you know. And I don't want summer yet. I want nice weather and warm weather. I don't want to be 80, 90 degrees yet, but I'd like to be in the 70s, 60s, and 70s every day. Um, I just thought I'd share a little bit of that that tranquility that I like, and I value it, and some days just looking out at the river, you know, and just I look down river and see what's coming. Here comes our first visitor. He's like, "What are you guys doing over here?" Here he comes. He's like, "Somebody tell that dog to shut up." Those dogs bark. If any of my neighbors are watching this, those dogs bark incessantly, and everybody around here knows those dogs. They bark nonstop. Who's here? Let's see. Scott Tagata, George Parson, Jeff Brown, Jim English, Dennis, Tammy Hoover. Scott, what's going on with your boat? Nothing. Nothing. It goes and it doesn't go boom. I don't know. New boat can't come soon enough. From your lips to God's ears, Merlin. Michelle Love, good morning. Chris Bryan, what's up, buddy? I didn't get to see you last week, Chris, man. Well, I know you guys were fishing hard, but next year we got to make sure we at least see each other over that weekend. Eric. Oh, Michelle says, love our new hoodies, our new Awakening Angler hoodies. Yeah, these ones. This is very quickly becoming my everyday hoodie. They're nice. I made sure that that we got nice hoodies and that we printed our name on, so people could, listen. What's better than a nice comfy hoodie? I've washed it twice. It's still soft inside. I'm like, right on. And it's funny because most almost year round I've got a hoodie on. Now in the winter now I wear my LL Bean, that zippered hoodie, because it's insulated better. But James Versick, good morning, Matt. I'm in Raritan Bay, same exact weather. Fishing is pretty dead. Nothing is moving. Yep. Yeah. This high pressure is bringing us beautiful weather, but it's not the best fishing conditions. I mean, listen, you get out there and you got to do what you got to do. Dave Muldoon, Jay Spinola, Gary Walters. Tammy says, I'd like to wake up to that view every day. Yeah, the very first time I was ever here, I love the river. We get to see all, in the summer. Courtney and I, we started last night. Matter of fact, I fell asleep in my chair out here. We have two of those zero gravity chairs, and we sit on the deck. I gotta, today I gotta get the rest of the deck furniture out, and probably, from the looks of it, pressure wash and all that. But we'll sit right here on the dock down the river level and just watch the boats go by, and sit in the sun or sit in the shade, and that's that's one of our favorite pastimes. If there's nice weather, you'll usually see us at some point over the weekend sitting in our chairs down by the water. I've loved it here since the day I saw it. Dave Muldoon, watching from Pompano Beach, Florida. Sunrise was beautiful. Wow, right on, man. Courtney and I are thinking about trying to go to the Keys. And I've never really been down that way. Farmer Tim, what's up, man? Nat, what's up? Larry Kelly. Chris Bryan, yeah, the end of the festival kind of snuck up on me. I stopped by, but I had the trailer and the dogs and didn't really have a spot to leave them. Yeah, I hear you. Hey, Wiz, the egg rolls are biting. The only thing biting for me this morning was giant, ferocious rock bass. That was it. But it's been so, I'm going to tell you right now, I told you guys about this JT rod the other day. This is their Panhandler 7-foot ultralight. And ultralight fishing, let me tell you. I mean, I grew up as a kid with ultralights, trout fishing, smaller ones, shorter ones. I grew up with them, and and then all my young years up on the Salmon River was noodle rods, which are just really long ultralights, full bend. And getting a new version of an ultralight now with a little different action, but still that full bend, and you really feel that fish. Like that big walleye the other day on the swim bait, every head shake, you just felt that deep boom, boom. I love ultralights. I mean, I have a lot of other stuff to do other things, but anytime I can catch something on an ultralight, I love it. I love it. I love it. Definitely a big fan of that. Now, these are set up as JT markets these as panfish rods. In the Midwest, those crappie and bluegill fishing, those big monster crappie and bluegills, That's a whole religion, like walleye, like anything else. It's got its own culture, and these guys are using these extremely high quality um, ultralight blanks to do some amazing stuff with. I mean, it handled that 20-inch walleye the other day, no problemo. You know, um, and nor should it. I mean, you have to set your tools up for success, not for failure. From Chris Bryan, I'm in Vermont right now, hoping to get a few minutes to wet a line here. All right, on. I have a friend with an Asian restaurant. I trade rock bass for their food. Oh God. Oh, sweet mother. Well, I just wanted to stop out and say hello to everybody this morning. Get your day going. I hope it's a great day. I hope everybody enjoys. I hope you're on the water. If you're not on the water, I hope you can at least get to the water. Even just sitting next to the water for 10 minutes. Close your eyes for a few minutes and just you kind of feel that connection with the water. Water's life, just like sunlight. Those are the two things you can't do without. All right, everybody, have a great day. Have a great Saturday. I hope you do something fun with somebody fun. Keep your tip up. Thank you.